Hey everyone, we're back, and we are back at Burden of Command. This is I think, the only psychological leadership war game to exist in the history of commercial wargaming, as far as I know. Maybe there's some Avalon Hill joint from like 1979 that they were doing when they were just throwing money at James Dunnigan to do cool stuff, or maybe that was SPI. I can't remember. I wasn't there. Anyway, if you want to know more about this game, go watch some of the earlier videos. The upshot of it is that we're with the U.S. Army we're hitting the beaches in Morocco. We just secured a foothold, and now our little unit known as the Cottonbalers, or Cottonballers as I like to call them, the Cottonbalers they've been assigned to drive on Casablanca, but in the meantime try to find this one guy who is some sort of key leadership position that Intel really wants to, before he falls into Nazi hands. So without further ado, let's go do it. I am playing on a Steam Deck. Steam Deck I'm using as if it were a Steam console from like 2016. And it's working great, I have to say this, but I have it connected to an 80-inch TV. It's running 1080p. It's fine, and especially considering how far I'm sitting from it. And also, I have a keyboard and a trackball hooked up. I've officially given up on trying to use the Xbox controller. I understand that they have... They actually have stuff. They actually have a game control mapping set up for the Steam Deck as it is, which I think is fantastic, and I hope people are trying it with the Steam Deck. I'm sure it's fine. For my purposes, I need to use this as if it were a Steam machine. This scene is great. I always love these here, where we get to see actual documents and posters, propaganda, you might say, from the era. It's very historical, and I love how he threw it in here, because whatever it is relevant here. Moroccan campaign, 3rd Battalion, leading Team 7th Infantry. Landing Team 7th Infantry. The 3rd Battalion, Less Company L, 7th Infantry, Battery C, 10th Field Artillery. Wow, they're just listing the units that were there. They began debarking from the USS Joseph Hermes at 0500 under cover of darkness. The approach on the beach was covered and supported by naval gunfire from United States battleships, cruisers, and destroyers, which put out of action all enemy guns except a battery which had direct fire down the beach. The assault, much equipment was lost and a great number of landing craft destroyed, many casualties. Yeah, that was the thing about the landing in Morocco. The USA backed up by the UK, and there were some British people landing too, but not here, not at this beach. Our guys were actually landing, and Morocco was a French protectorate. And while technically Morocco was under the protection of Vichy France, which was occupied and dominated by the Nazis, because the French had surrendered after the Battle of France in 1940. This is taking place in 1942. The French were not expected to fight. No one really expected them to put up any resistance, because this is the USA. Guys, we're coming to help you. We're coming to free you from the Germans. Don't you hate the Germans? Who wants to live under Germans? I know you French, you don't like the Germans anyway, let alone Nazis. My God, that's like a double whammy. So, hey, we're here. We're going to come and save you from these. Just don't get in our way. That's all we want. Look, you don't even have to join us, though we'd like it if you did. We don't have to join us directly, but just put down your guns. Just set off to the side. We won't bother you. You won't bother us. We're going to land in Morocco, and we'll take care of business. And the French fought much stronger than anyone was expecting them to. I think there was a best case, worst case, middle case situation going on, but the French did put up a fight, and that surprised the U.S. Army. And there were a lot of losses. I mean, not like D-Day necessarily, but there were losses, and they were at the hands of the French. The U.S. was fighting Vichy France when we landed in French Morocco. So that's what they're referring to there. It's an interesting little historical note. Anyway, let's continue here. Torch operation. Personal copy of Lieutenant Colonel A. O'Connor. Nice. I guess you can't toggle back and forth between these. That's okay, though. I guess she's a Rosie the Riveter. I almost said hello nurse, but that's inappropriate here. She's not a nurse. She is, what does it say? I wish I knew what she was doing. That's interesting. Whatever she's dressed very nicely for an industrial job, though, that's for sure. Headquarters 7th Infantry, Casablanca, French Morocco. Plan of action operations on the 8th. That's interesting. Yes, Fedala. Fedala is the small port city right down the road from Casablanca. I think it's the only real port immediately adjacent to Casablanca. Special instructions for Battalion 1 RLG 7. Okay. The 8 Armin screen, we'll go here to see if we have anything. I think we're already full up here. We have had a lot of promotions here and everything here, so that's good. I don't think there's anything more to do, except to mention, actually, I'm going to check out one thing. Lieutenant St. John is our man, and I am trying to get him to prone down the caution path. These are mindsets, and as the more experience you gain, the more stuff the more points you allocate to the mindset, the more benefits you get. As you can see, if I go to caution, send scouting party active ability, I can guaranteed to reveal all enemies in the targeted hex. That's cool. You gain a normal line of sight check from the targeted hex as if a unit were present. That's great. Might lose the scouts. All right, that's fine. Sixth Sense, passive ability. Occasionally a concealed enemy that has not yet been seen will be revealed. That's good. I just need to keep pressing that. And what I like about this the most is that this sort of thing is considered part of the decisions. You actually make decisions. This is like a combination role-playing game and war game. I think Advanced Squad Leader, if I name check that one, if you know what that was, kind of reminds me of that. But maybe not. I don't know that this has a category yet. This is the category create. This is the trope namer, I think. Hotel Miramar. I'm sending you guys to Miramar.
It was nothing compared to once we got into combat.
I thought you were going to say more. That's cool. On to Fedala, pre-dawn, Morocco.
Now the plan was to improvise.
The shifting sand beneath your boots gives way to hard stone as you lead your men away from the beachhead. The town of Fedala is supposed to be close, but there's no sign of it. 100 yards down the beach, you spot a narrow road that slices straight through scraggles of trees and brush. A stiff, damp breeze drives a chill through your still, damp uniform, but that wind also sends the charnel stink of the beach, of blood and exhaust, your way. On the side of the road, the men eagerly take a short break. Several gather around a signpost as one of the bolder men poses beneath. Arrêt obligatoire. Compulsory stop. You know, this is still better than being aboard the Bliss, Private Patterson mutters while pondering the sign. Stuff that yapping, Sergeant Grat hisses. All right, now the decisions. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, they usually give you a clue if this is going to impact things a little bit. I guess not. This is no ordinary recon mission. 2000 Vichy French. Vichy French. You know what? Gotta call it straight, men. That reminded me a lot of a decision from Paul Wang in Guns of Infinity. There was a similar situation. I think making that call helps overall, but it does reduce morale, so we'll see. You give the order. First squad hustles past the squat little building. Harsh white light spills across them as the door opens. A burly figure is silhouetted. Something large is carried over his shoulder. Private Roberts turns towards the figure. His borrowed rifle rises in the glare. Shoot! First squad gains 10 XP. Skip the scene. Yeah, we're done. That resolves that. Robert, stand down! Plus 10 combat fatigue. Robert, stand down. Roberts readily safeties his weapon. Across the way, the lone figure gives a hesitant but friendly wave despite his burden. Bonjour, monsieur. Is that French? Roberts asked no one in particular and everyone on principle. It sounds like French. Bad French. It's still French. Ah, hello. Welcome to my shop, soldier. It would be very good to take your custom if you like. Meat this morning, very fresh. That's quite an accent you have. What are you selling so early? Anyway, it is late for me. He adjusts the covered lamp to shine discreetly upon his features. His scrubbed white smile is all the brighter against his olive skin, but there is a tension in him. No time to be wasting, not this day. I am Abdallah Daoud, your good neighbor. The breeze shifts. The smell of blood and foulness comes with it, far worse than the beach. It's almost overwhelming. A soft buzz of flies surrounds the haunch of butchered meat. What can you tell me about the Vichy garrison in Fedala? Where did you get that camel? A dead camel is where you found it. This one? I dragged it off beach. Your shells. Boom! Just a little while ago. Not for Muslim. But a Muslimin would eat well. This meat, very fresh. What can you tell me about the Vichy garrison in Fedala? Vichy! If you mean the French, then yes, I know. Goumiers, many. Headed to beach on camels. Do you know the Hotel Miramar? But of course, everyone knows it. Lovely doors. Any armored vehicles nearby? Are the Germans still at the hotel? They were drinking outside last night. The French are near the hotel. 20 with rifles and long gun. Any armored vehicles? Oh, no, not Fedala. Big garages in Casablanca, except Germans have one. That's a Hotel Miramar. I have seen it with my own eyes. It is a beast that spews oil and whines like a sick goat. I need to know how to get there. Press him about the garrison. Are there any French guarding the hotel? They are soldiers, yes, but I could not say more. You demand this, but I am a good neighbor. What I want is to reach the hotel very quickly. Then I will help you. Boulevard des Fils will take you past many barracks, but I have not heard their alarm yet. They might still sleep, and you might pass them as a shadow would miss the night. He offers you a respectful little bow and returns to his bloody work. Interesting. An urgent tramp of boots rises from behind you. The rattle of war gear is unmistakable. Men, moving fast, soldiers, silhouetted against the lightning sky. The figure at the head of them gestures, and those to either side of him take cover in pairs. Closest to them, Roberts turns and stares. Uh-oh. I'm an American, you fills de poot. The figure growls out. His carbine pointed squarely at the ground as he approaches Roberts. He smacks the private's unfired weapon aside as he stalks past. Aren't you supposed to challenge, Private? Do you want to be shot? No, but neither do you. Let's not plug each other till we get all this figured out. An American helmet is thrust up to catch the dawn light. Your men lower their weapons. The other side does the same. Oh, it's you, Lieutenant Wilson remarks. A patch of the salt has dried in his graying hair, and his breath is a little short. But he doesn't seem the least bit surprised. He settles his helmet back atop his head. What about giving me the proper sign and countersign? We'll start using it after dawn. Right now he's easier shit-handed for anything with straight English to work. Besides, even the thickest polio will be all over our sites before long. Polio? Poilu? It's French. It means the hairy ones. That's any French private. You can call them anything you want, but just buy them a drink afterwards. Right now, the sign is George, and the countersign is Pat. That's a stupid choice of words. What was the counter-side anyway? Why'd they even pick it? Oh, that's a stupid choice of words. I kind of want to see what my... George. Task Force Challenge. George. Patton. That's a stupid... you know what? That's a stupid choice of words. Yeah, some Lickspills probably wanted to buff the General Brass a little. Anyway, Colonel Moore sent me to lend a hand. So what's your plan? My plan? To reach the Hotel Miramar. And catch any Germans there, the ones from the Armistice Commission, officers and orderlies. Let's take a look at the map. The French braced yet. Beach route, central route, southern route. Interesting. 3 routes to take. One or all. One or all. Get split up, I guess. Interesting idea. As I say, we should go beachside. I figure they'll figure that the invasion hour is past and they'll lay up on the roads. I'm not saying we'll get our choice of calico, but if we go all through a town and the poly you get wise, we'll be in for it. And the poily you get wise, we'll be in for it. And swinging south is a toss-up. Have you seen Captain Lamb? Last I saw, he was getting out half the company out of the drink, himself included. Sternboats got flipped and they had to dive to get the big stuff out. Way I figure, everyone downed a lot of salt. If that were otherwise, Lamb be out here himself. Trust in that. How much would you trust a local source? That depends. Around here, plenty of people don't like the French. Some of the locals might side with them, especially if they get rich or get protection. But like all people, if you look to be winning, they'll cheer you on. We'd be talking about a local butcher. Depends what the butcher butchered. If he does pork, he'll go for the French. If he keeps clear of that halal, I think they call it out here, then he'll be against. I guess we should have asked what kind of meat. He did say he was selling to the... Yeah. They won't expect the southern approach. The enemy has to be doing more than brewing coffee over there. Gotta be better ways to make the approach. Let's see. Care to join? We're live. A guest just walked in the recording studio, but I'm just going to keep going solo. She'll just be watching. Let's talk this over quickly. The Pualu are getting organized right now. There's no way they could miss the light show with the beach part. Safe play is the north flank. We split the difference and head straight through the central route. Negative, we'll hook south. Safe play is the north flank. So he thinks we're going to run into a bunch of opposition if we go south. Split the difference and go down the central. Hey diddle diddle, right down the middle. But that's even worse. Lamb said, I'm here to support you, and I'll do that. His jaw clicks shut. Straight through. Wilson acquires plus 10 combat fatigue. Nice. Lamb said, follow your lead, so you get to lead. He folds up the map and heads to his men. Before long, both platoons are formed. We might disagree. We might just. You will occasionally gain morale and a little XP. Wilson may suffer a little suppression. Okay. You will occasionally gain some XP. Wilson will occasionally suffer some suppression. Occasionally. Morale and XP. You and Wilson will occasionally gain some XP and suppression. Alright, let's see how this goes.
It's gonna get ugly.
Oh, so we're here. I thought we were pushing the other way. I see. Important crossroads building. Okay. Hotel Miramar, the objective. Miramar, view of the sea, huh? The sea view. Quick and quiet. The Vichy squads are not prepared and they will only slowly gather their wits until the first shots are fired. So these things must be enemy encampments of some kind. Why is this an important crossroads building? Interesting. We will bolster our unit here.
There's no stopping now.
We're going to move both of them to here.
No sense waiting too long. Get those gams moving!
What was that? Interesting. Now, Lieutenant Wilson has no more orders, so I have to leave that go. Can they still go, or am I out of orders totally? I forget. No, they can still go. They can run on their own.
La France est de notre côté!
Hearing the Vichy French.
Come on!
Come on! You could put on the headset, you could actually hear what's going on. Hmm? I can go with that.
Go full out!
Go full out. All right. So these guys, we're going straight down the middle. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to send them all the way straight up here. Let's just see what they see. Hope our luck holds. All right, that worked. Lieutenant St. John is going to go with them, I think. Too far. A pack of dogs races down the empty streets. The empty streets, interesting. There's no one here, huh? Did I run out of orders? I ran out of orders, darn it. Orders are the key to this one. Flashes of distant naval gunfire gives rise to false thunder beyond the beach. I don't need that map anymore. I'm not going to check the map yet, just yet. That's just going to waste time. This naval combat, I'm not worried about them just yet. All right, I got to get these guys moving here.
Come on!
Come on. Yes, this area here is a shield, so it's slightly defensive. So we're going to have the Lieutenant and his men move up to there. Nearby, praise.
We're not done today!
Get the machine gun moving. Need to make it to there. This could be tricky. This could be tricky. Man, we're out of orders for these guys. Keep leaving them behind. These guys can keep moving, so they're going to do it. Oh, shoot. Shoot. The French are there. All right. Well, good thing we moved into a place of cover. I don't think they see it. In fact, they know they don't see us. We have the green. We have the green slashed eyeball. That means they can't see us. Good. We can see them. That's perfect. Looks like someone might be there too. Okay. There's advantages to moving fast. Wait a sec. All right, I'm going to pause for a second here. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Just needed to fix something real quick, and we are heading back in. The assault on the Hotel Miramar. Right. All right, Lieutenant Will. Ah, red zone. Red zone Cuba, huh? All right, we're going to bolster these guys because we can.
Hell, you think this is bad?
You think this is bad? Drained. Lieutenant Wilson is drained. Okay. Come on, second squad.
You're the 7th. Get in gear.
You're the 7th. Get in gear. Oh, we didn't get... Yeah, I can't move at all. That's fine. We'll move on to the next turn. Ongoing duel. The distant gunfire continues. You know what? I'm going to take a look at this map. A glance reveals the routes to the Michelin. On the Michelin map. We're using the Michelin map. That's right. That's great. Okay. So where do I hear the naval gunfire? I thought I was supposed to be checking for that. Okay. Sure.
Listen up.
Listen up. All right, I'm going to move carefully to here.
Move, move, move.
Uh-oh. Move, move, move. Oh, I need that machine gun up here, so we're going to bring that up.
Always tough.
Always tough. We better haul ass. Yeah, yeah. Come on, third squad. You're lollygagging here. I'm going to move you up here. Interesting. All right, we are going to... Can we creep? No, we cannot. Because we moved too much already. Okay. Can these guys creep? They can, but I'm worried that they'll be seen. Okay. I think we're just going to leave those guys in position as they are. That's fine. Vichy French. How pathetic.
I've seen worse than this.
Have you, LT? Watch for snipers. All right, we're entering the. We're going to be entering the zone where they can start seeing us and taking pot shots at us soon. I don't think I have any orders left. No, I don't. All right. Sure could use the colonel. Extra Extra man who can just give orders. That would have been nice. Now we're going to start creeping up on them here. I have to admit, he might have had a point about taking the beach route. That might have been quicker. We'll see. Lieutenant St. John can do one more thing. Can he rally? Press. I'm going to do the rally. Can I rally this guy here? No. Invalid target. No. Okay. Can't do that. So we're just going to call it here then. I see, because he had one more order, so we could go. The scent of fresh baked bread arises from somewhere close and just out of sight. We're kind of doing the southern central route here, it looks like. Whatever that's worth.
No speeches today. Get this done.
No speeches today. Get this done. Yeah, that's right. Creep up. Just second squad. These guys are going to creep. What? No. Machine guns can't creep. That's why. All right. Fine. These guys are coming into here. The French are waking up. That's not good. That's not good at all. The guy, machine gun right there. Well, can't give any orders, so we're done with that. I mean, it'll take us 3 rounds to get there. Creep, creep, creep. See if these guys can do anything this way.
I'll make things work.
These guys are going to scout out. Going to flank south. Sacre bleu. Sacred blue, huh? Okay. Just want to see what's down there. That's fine. Lieutenant Wilson, bolster.
Bully, give it to him.
Bully, give it to him. I like that guy. He's fun. I think the red means, yeah, line of sight. So I don't want to just keep creeping, though. That's the problem. What if I just move one square at a time? Are we spotted? No, we're not spotted yet. No, we're done. That's good. I don't need that map anymore. So I think what we're going to do is this.
We got some work ahead of us.
Let's get back out there.
Can we hit them? Get these guys right there. Were they seen? We're just going to position there.
L'heure est grave.
Oh, bon. Allons, enfants de la patrie. Le jet de glace est arrivé. Yeah. Lieutenant Wilson. All right. Can you fire on these guys? Yes, you can. Not going to do me much good because I can't get this. So I'm gonna take the extra time. I'm going to position myself better here. Two melodies. Okay, well, we're done. Daylight creeps in. The city awakens. Chanteurs de la jeunesse! Alright. Surprised. Can you assault these guys? Can you make it? Yes, you can. Alright. So what I want to do is actually take out the machine gun nest first.
Steady fire.
Hit them. Take them down. All of them.
Come on.
Yes. Forced a French to surrender. I thought we already did that. Totally destroy a French machine gun at Casablanca. Aye. Amen. these guys be flanked. So let's do that.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils foutent là?
Qu'est-ce qu'il kills? You just got. Assault disabled. Oh, do I not have any? Oh, these guys don't have any orders left. But Lieutenant St. John does. Shoot. Can these guys do it? Can you keep up the pressure? Keep going. You guys can do it, man. Oh, shoot. With me. Cav squad surrenders. Man, these guys are just racking it up. Nicely done. Checks rifle. All right. Take him down. Do it. Take him down. Go for it. What? Can we rally? Nope. No, we cannot. Net suppress 7. Expected versus you. You know what, though? We can open fire on them.
Ils sont en tank! Ils sont où?
Okay, we're done with that. Can you make that, Lieutenant Wilson? We bolster our troops?
Cottonbalers, don't let me down.
Yeah. Do it. What? God, I hate this. It's like, oh no, sorry, you can't actually attack, even though it looked like you could make it there. Nope, nope. Sorry, man. Cannot attack. All right. I mean, I bolstered and everything. Fine. You're just staying there. Can you guys go? No. Wow. We just burned a bunch of orders because no good reason. I hate that. Creep disabled. Whatever. I'm sitting there
Avancez!
bolstering and everything, and it's not doing jack. You know, Wilson. You know, Willie. I swear to God.
L'honneur est exigeant!
L'honneur des légions.
Serrez vos bottes!
Les légions françaises. Les légions étrangères. Major victory be locked out. Major victory, sir! Come on, major victory. Yeah, they can reach it.
Fire!
Flanked. You just got flanked. Give him a piece of it.
Move fast! Stay low!
Do it.
Keep your eyes peeled! It's up to us!
Yeah, Lieutenant Leader surrendered. Hotel Miramar. Proceed to there. Interesting. Wait, do I have more troops?
Take cover.
No, I guess not. All right. All right. Their squad. Why do they have the enemy attack? Expected versus.
Take cover.
We're almost there. Major victory in sight, huh? Can we make it over there? They're surprised. You know what? Go for it, man. Machine gun. Sacre bleu.
Allez au diable!
It's all right. It's all right. We're following, man. We'll be there soon. Okay. I understand it's dinner time, so I suppose I better shut her down for now. Can I make it, and for the next episode, can I make it from here to there in one turn and secure a major victory? That's the question. I guess we'll have to find out. Thank you ever so much for watching. Appreciate your time and support. If you've enjoyed what you've been watching, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Give me a subscribe. And that's it. Hope to see you all on the flip side. Thanks a lot for watching.